Innovation is seeing what everyone has seen and thinking of something different. Uh, dude, okay, what is it?
You are presenting your project, the Dow City.
The Dow has always had a historic resemblance to the site, and we didn't want to take that element away from it. Our very context became the concept, our concept.
We wanted to create an iconic structure among the many iconic structures. So these are the few sketches.
Okay, we had the Dow with the Dow with the concept of a Dow. We extruded the floors out to
We extruded the floors out and then we integrated the Dow as a rear facade of the structure. This is now the Dow looks like a the building looks like a constructing Dow in the floor and a sail in the elevation. Our aim was to create a strong character on the waterline while keeping the historic significance of the site alive.
10 years down the line, the structure, including the buildings on the right, wouldn't tell the story of the historic significance of Jeddah like our buildings would.
This is a site plan, like entry, service entry. Like landscape is like Dow theme, so it's called Dowscape, and the commercial space right there, and the accessory library and exit is taken care of. And this is a direct entry and the exit to the basement for vehicle-free ground floor, and uninterrupted pedestrian path connecting to the creek and the library. This is the side section. The inclined elevators are used in our building is inclined, and we have there's a backyard farming space for organic vegetables and a healthy lifestyle. These are the shading elements are the first front of the facade. And this is like sectional perspective when the west elevation as actually the inclination of our building, surely the structure is questioned. So to make it stable and a light structure, we are going to use 3D printed structure in which graphene is one of the admixture with concrete, which is 200 times stronger than steel and yet 6 times lighter. So this by this we can achieve the aim of like Dubai's aim of 3D printing 30% of the buildings by 2030. Just the fire escape strategies. It's like due to the extruding floor which face the ground, we were successfully installed fire escape tubes in each and every floor. Not everyone is fit to take stairs in emergency. It's a very easy and quick way to evacuate the building. This is the significance of the rear glass facade. It's incorporated with solar panels, backyard farming. Like there's a glass for the to get light in the backyard farming space, and we do have solar tubes. This is a basement plan with drop-off parking, including elevators. Floor plans. This is a floor plan with the with respect to the landscape. And at the level 7, at the left and the right end of the building, we have passage for fire escape tubes, and the backyard farming space is right there at the back. And all the building, in all the floor plans, the drawing rooms and the bedrooms are facing the creek. So the washrooms goes towards the corridor because we want to place drawing rooms and the bedrooms right there to ensure we get view and light. And so to get the natural light in the washrooms, we have solar tubes. This is the impression floor, windows on the floor for endless view and light. We don't want to restrict the view just from the windows from the wall. We want them to enjoy view even when they're sleeping. When they're lying on the bed, they can look to the window and the floor, and they can just enjoy the view. This is strategies to achieve thermal comfort as like exterior shading elements, triple glazed shades, and the building Saint-Gobain low glass for the TGO, and airtightness ratio like and moisture protection using ISO products. Select strategies to achieve acoustic comfort.
We have climber-weaver ducts for the AC ducts. We have Esover mineral wool boards for to achieve acoustic comfort, and even our exterior facade acts as a noise damper.
This is the private light glass from Saint-Gobain Smart Glass, which gives the user to user like complete control over the privacy and view on the windows on the floor. We successfully created the multi-comfort house and for a vibrant community by achieving frequency of overheating as low as 0.93.
Gravity is forever constant. But there is another universal element in design: history, the role of what has passed from idea to reality in all things everywhere. Whether there are reasons for a building being formed or finished in a certain way, the undenied lens of history is always a part of how designers think about what's to be built. Intangible legacy, future acceleration.
Thank you very much.